Hi, this is Dan from Magic Pachinko Restorations, and this video is designed to give you a good look at this 1975 Heiwa Pachinko machine, manufactured in 1975. This particular machine has a glass front. Most of the restored Pachinko machines you'll find around, or Pachinko machines in general, have plexiglass. That's mainly because the original glass has long since been broken and then typically was replaced with plexiglass. So when I acquired this machine, I don't know that it's the original glass, but this front panel is glass. So we'll take extra care to ship it so that it does not get broken in shipment. When I restore a Pachinko machine, I take everything that you can see, both on the front and the back. I take everything completely off the machine. These machines get so loaded up with cigarette smoke and oils from people's hands and things like that that all of the inner workings are just black. And to make sure that the machine will function properly, you really have to take everything apart and clean it thoroughly. They are all mechanical, so if something doesn't pivot when it's supposed to pivot, the machine doesn't work. So again, everything has to be clean. So right now you see the finished product, obviously. So this is glass here, but you get a nice look now at the playfield. There is no water damage on the playfield. Water damage is darkening of the playfield where water has gotten behind the playfield and stained the wood. This one's been kept dry over the years. All of the nails get pulled out. They get tumbled to bring back the brilliance of the brass and then repositioned back onto the playfield. And there is a process I go through to make sure the nails are lined up and that the balls will drop down in where they're supposed to, not get hung up. All of the tulips open and close as they're supposed to. Everything, again, clean. I'm not going to open this now because it's loaded with balls, but this will open and you can see the ball handling mechanism, how clean the case is on the inside. There is some evidence of the cigarette smoke back here. I tried to get it off as best I could, but the cigarettes would just lay there and burn. So I've scraped it down so it's not bad, and then the ashtray is nice and clean and functional. All of the machine itself is in a wooden case. I'll swing this around so you can see it. So this wooden case is made of red mahogany. I take the cases apart into their individual boards. The boards are planed down so they're nice and smooth, and it brings back the nice color of the original red mahogany. They get pretty dull over time. And when the Japanese built these, they did not do much finishing work, so the cuts were rough and everything. Now everything is nice and smooth. There's 2 coats of polyurethane on the frame to keep it dry. So here's the back side of the machine. The balls go in the hopper here, queue up in a double row here, go into the turnaround, and then feed the Jackpot Chamber. Jackpot Chamber has 7 balls over here and 7 balls over there. When a prize is made, the Jackpot Chamber opens up, 14 balls fall out and come out the front of the machine. You'll see that when I turn it back around and start to play. The balls do drop. A losing ball will drop out of the machine right out here. So there will be a plastic box that will come with the Pachinko machine that will catch the balls for you. Again, this is the part that gets really dirty because this is where all the balls go through. So these parts have all been taken off, thoroughly cleaned. I put a coat of wax on all the plastic parts to bring a little bit of shine back to it and keep them from getting any oil buildup and so on and so forth. This board is sanded down, polyurethaned as down in here. All of the metal gets, all the rust taken off of it, sprayed with a coating so it won't rust up again. So it's a pretty intense operation to get these things back in working order. There are 2 lights on this machine. One light signifies that you've run out of balls. It's controlled by this switch here, and if I go like that, you can see that this light comes on. When there's enough balls in here, it makes the switch and the light stays off. But as the weight comes off of this, as the balls leave, it will change position and it will turn the light on. The other light is inside the jackpot chamber, and it's controlled by this switch over here. So when the mechanism cycles and you do get a win, it'll make this switch, and that's what will light up the light in the jackpot chamber. That's just powered by a single 9-volt battery. That's all there is to it. So you don't have to plug it in. All you have to do is change the battery occasionally. The bulbs will probably last forever because they're only on briefly. So the only thing that you would have to do if you purchase this, 2 things I should say. Number 1 would be to buy some pachinko balls. I don't ship the machines with pachinko balls. They are heavy, and it increases the shipping weight, and they're very easily gotten on eBay. I would recommend anywhere from 300 to 500. Most pachinko machines will handle up to 1,000 balls, but usually 300 to 500 pachinko balls are enough to get you up and running. So the way that you play pachinko is once the machine is loaded with balls, you as the player are going to put your balls in the upper tray, and then one at a time you're going to just launch a ball onto the playfield. It went in that tulip. It's called a tulip. The light comes on and you win as a prize 14 balls. So basically what you're doing is betting 1 ball in an effort to win 14. So we'll launch a few more in there. Now obviously the tulips are open. They're a lot easier to get a ball into when they're open. They're not as easy to get a ball into them when they close up like that. There's really no skill to a pachinko game. Anyone, any age can play the game, whether you're young or old or in between. There is technique, obviously. I mean, I can control how hard I launch a ball, kind of gently, and keep it on the left side, or a little more power and make it go over to the right side. That is controllable, the tension, but you can also kind of control it here, depending on how hard you decide to launch the ball. So now that the tulips are closed, I'm not winning as much, but it's still possible to get a ball in the tulip when they're closed, or in one of these pockets, or anywhere up in here. If you do get a ball in here or here, it will open these pockets back up again. There we go. So it opened the 2 center pockets. If you get it in here or here, it'll light here and here. Now if you notice this red light is on, what that signifies is that you're starting to run out of balls in the upper hopper. So if you were to have the unit freestanding like it is now, all you need to do is either put more in from your supply, or by pushing back on this, it releases the balls from the upper to the lower tray. And you just grab a handful and drop them right over the back of the machine where the hopper is until the light goes out, and then you know you have enough balls in the hopper to continue to play. If you do completely run out of balls, then it will eventually not allow you to feed balls in, because there won't be anything for you to win. So again, these are a mechanical marvel. It's one of the reasons I got into playing with them. I just think they're so neat with the mechanics that goes on. I will guarantee shipping to your location. We do a real good job packaging them up and getting them to you. As I said, it will come with a catch box. All you would want to do with this is one of 2 things. You're either going to mount it to a wall, build a cabinet around it, and slide it into the cabinet, or you just get a couple of flat boards and you would just put a flat board under here and here, so that they would stick out about 4 inches on each side, and just screw it to the bottom of the machine. Because these are tippy, you wouldn't want to leave it this way. It would tip over, and that would not be good. So you definitely want the stabilizing feet on it, or mounted on the wall. Mine in my home is mounted in a cabinet on the wall. So I'm always available. Questions, I have customers call me every now and then and ask me a question, or I have no problem with that. I will go through the entire setup procedure with you. We quite often use FaceTime, so that I can see the machine at your house and show you how to set it up. So this is not like a normal pachinko machine on eBay. This one has been cleaned, fully functional, and back to its original beauty. So appreciate it if you decide you want to buy it, and I look forward to meeting you after you get it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.